Hello and welcome to Light Global Studio. My name is Fortune Wina and I'm really glad to have you here. Today's conversation is going to be really insightful, trust me. But before we delve right into it, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to comment, make sure to share it with someone and subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, so we have a very spectacular topic for today, and it is the girl child. The girl child. And right with me, I have an amazing personality, a very beautiful one at that. She is a counselor, she is a teens coach, she's also known for problem solving as well as positive impact. Her name is Miss Enewa Deborah Akobi. I hope I did not murder the name.
Not at all.
Welcome, ma'am. It's so good to have you, Miss Deborah.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here today. So I'm glad to be here.
Welcome again. All right. Can you just tell us a bit more about yourself? I know that was like a tiny piece of who you really are.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me once again. My name is Deborah Baba. I'm a guidance counselor, teens and relationship coach, author, also the founder of Deborah Counseling Concert. I'm so passionate about young people, helping them to discover themselves, build self-confidence, and live a better life. That's just me.
Wow.
And this conversation today is so dear to my heart.
Wow.
Thank you.
Welcome again, Miss Deborah. You look so beautiful, by the way.
Oh, thank you. And you too. You look beautiful.
Thank
and
you.
your smile. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. So before we just go right into talking about the girl child, I just want to ask you a question, Ms. Deborah.
Okay.
So if you were to choose between these two, which do you think is harder? Raising a girl child today or the girl child that you were back then? Which do you think will be harder to do today?
Is the girl child I was 20 years ago or 15 years ago.
Okay.
It's harder because then I don't even know who this Deborah is. And the foundation matters. So raising Deborah 15 years ago, 20 years ago is harder. Now I know my rights. Now I discover my purpose. I know who Deborah Baba is. So raising me back then, if all I have today, I think, is the foundation. So raising Deborah back then is harder. Now you don't need any too much work to raise this adult that is here now.
Wow.
So that is harder than now. Yes.
Wow.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So let's just start on a more simple note now. So who is the girl child? People hear the word girl, they hear child. Who, to you, who is the girl child? And why do you think parents should pay more attention or they should pay close attention to the girl child?
The girl child is special.
Okay.
And when you are raising the girl child, you are not just raising a doctor. You are raising a mother, a wife, a home builder, decision maker. So you are raising someone who is going to make a lot of decision, who is going to impart in her generation.
True.
So a girl child is not just a daughter. She's not just going to end as a wife or a mother.
Okay.
She's going to contribute to the positive things that is going to happen in her nation.
Yeah.
So the girl child is a decision maker and is a nation builder. So we need to focus on the girl child to raise them well, because they are going to contribute to the all aspects, not just being a wife, not just being a mother, but in all aspects, the girl child will contribute. So we need to focus in raising them.
Wow.
Yeah.
We need to focus in raising them. You said something very spectacular. You said the girl child is a nation builder.
Yes.
A nation builder. So it's not just being a wife.
No.
It's not just being a mother. There is more to being a girl child than just, ending in the kitchen, as they say.
Yes.
Right?
A girl child does not end in the kitchen. We have a lot to contribute.
Yes.
To the betterment of our country and the nation at large. So you are not just ending in the kitchen.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, I agree. Okay, so let's move on to the next question, Ms. Deborah. these days we see young ladies exposing or even exchanging their bodies for money. Do you think this is as a result of poor upbringing, or do you think it's because of societal pressure? Because these days it's rampant.
Yes.
You see ladies exchanging their bodies because they need to feed well, or they need to get this and get that. Do you think they were not raised properly at home, or do you think it's the pressure from the society that made them go for that?
I think both sides, the upbringing contributes to the girl child, and also the way the society have projected this generation. When you are well raised as a girl child, you won't go out there to expose your body or exchange your body for money, because you know your value, you know your identity, you know who you are. So you won't go out there to do what you know is not right. So I would say both the societal pressure and also the upbringing contribute to all that the girl child is showing out today. Anything I am today started somewhere, which is the foundation, the upbringing. So now I know who I am. I have this self-love, acceptance. So I won't go out of my way to be naked or exchange my body for money. So both the upbringing, because the society have put it out there, what is not real, unrealistic validation. You have to do like this, you have to dress this way. No. So it's both. So parents need to do more. They need to wake up and train the girl child to know who they are, value themselves, self-love, accept yourself. You don't need the Facebook or any other media to give you that validation of who you are when you know who you are. So I believe both contribute.
Wow. You just dived into the next question already, and I'll just quickly ask you that. So speaking of societal pressure, social media has a way of, pressurizing people. What do you think, or how do you think social media has impacted the well-being of the child? When we talk about pressure, do you think social media has also contributed to this pressure that we talk about for the girl child?
I think social media is of good and of bad. It can make you and it can destroy you. So it depends on the orientation the girl child have before giving her a phone to use, before telling her to create that account on Facebook. So now, social media is there. We have role models. We have people we look up to. We have people we believe that they will impart in our life. So it's go back to the parent, give correct orientation so that the media will not destroy the girl child. So if you have the right information and you are there, you will know who to follow and who not to follow. You know what you value. So you won't follow someone that value does not click. So it depends on the orientation. So the media can destroy you or it can make you.
The media can destroy you or it can make you.
Yes.
The media can destroy you or it can make you.
Yes.
Wow, that's powerful. So you were talking about parents and how they need to give orientation to their girl child. Okay, so many people feel like the girl child should be trained by the mother rather than by the father. And some feel like both of them should do the work. Let's train this child together. So to you, ma'am, who do you think has the bigger role in training the girl child, the father or the mother?
Both parents have a bigger role. The father needs to play his role and the mother needs to play her role. In raising a girl child, you are not just raising a girl child, you are raising a daughter, a sister, a wife, a mother, a nation builder, a decision maker. Now, one point is when you are raising a girl child, don't just think you are just raising a daughter. When you raise a girl child, you are raising a nation. So both parents need to work together to raise a girl child who can stand tall tomorrow to make positive impact. So it is the responsibility of the father and the mother.
The responsibility of the father and the mother, not just the mother and not just the father.
Yes.
Wow, that was a good one, Miss Deborah. All right, so let's just move to a more heavier question. You are a counselor and we know that the girl child, some of these, children they've gone through some things while they were young, and they're now traumatic. And most of them are looking for ways to heal. So, what are possible ways to heal from this trauma?
Okay.
Yeah.
That is childhood trauma.
Yes.
The first step is to give the girl child a safe space to talk. Let them express themselves. Don't judge them. So when you give a child that conducive space, that safe space to talk, they will express themselves, then counseling step in, love step in. So it's not going to be just one day. It's going to take time. But because you have already decided to speak, the first thing to do is to voice out. Because their voice is their freedom. You won't know what is going on with me, except I discuss it with you.
Yes.
So the first thing is speak out, seek for help, and then help will come. And don't judge them, because you are not in their shoe. You don't even know what the girl child has even passed through. Some are already sexually abused. Some are victims of things they cannot even say out there. So create that space for them. Don't judge them. Just listen. And all you can do is to find solution for them to become better.
Wow. Don't judge them.
No.
Don't judge them. Very, very, very important. Thank you, Ms. Deborah. All right, so just let's move to the next question very, very, very quickly. In today's world of endless comparison, how do you think the girl child can build her confidence as well as self-esteem? Because most children, especially for the girl child, they have this low self-esteem. They feel like they're not enough. They are not like their friends who they think is better in one way or the other. So how do you think the girl child can build her confidence and self-esteem?
The self-confidence I have today starts from the love, the acceptance I have from home. So parents need to love their children. Let them know who they are. Let them know their value. So they won't wait for their friends in school or the neighbor or the stranger on the media to give them that love or that validation. So now for you to build your self-esteem, for you to have confidence, is for you to know that I am enough.
I am enough.
I am capable. I am not just a girl. And I'm here with a purpose. So no matter what, I respect you. But I love myself. I love you. I don't want to be like you. I want to become the best version of Deborah. So that will help you to build that self-confidence, that love. So don't compare. You know, comparison will kill that self-esteem, that confidence. Immediately, as a girl child, if I, Deborah, today start comparing, I want to be like Grace, why am I not like Mason? That's love I have for myself, and that self-confidence will drop. But just focus on building yourself. Learn from others. Have a role model. But focus on becoming the best version of who you want to become. Don't allow anybody to talk down on you. You are you. You are special. Either you are fair, you are black, you are tall, or you are an average. Just accept who you are first. That's the first thing. Accept. And it go back to the upbringing. Parents should try their best to love their children and let them know who they are. So that helped me. So when I go out there in university, in school, and people feel like, oh, you are from where? You are too dark. You are this. I will laugh over it because I've already built that self-confidence. I've already accepted this Deborah. So all you are saying is not just about me. I'm here for a reason, and my focus is to get it done. That's how you build your confidence and stay at that level. Don't allow anybody to compare you to another.
Don't allow anybody to compare you to another.
Yes, you can learn from people, but don't compare yourself to them, because that is when your joy will go down. It kills your self-confidence and kill your joy. So learn from others, but don't compare yourself to them, because our journey in life is not the same.
Of course, a journey is different.
It's different.
Okay, Ms. Deborah, I'd just like you to buttress a little further. So we have some ladies who go about, making their bodies this way that God did not create them, doing surgery and all of that to build their self-confidence. Maybe they feel like when I do this, I would be accepted by men. So do you think that is a good way to build self-confidence?
No, to me personally, it's not a good way.
Okay.
The way God creates you is fine. So as a girl child out there, you are feeling so bad because you want your boo to be in a particular way and it's not. And you want to go and do surgery. First, I don't condemn those that do it.
Okay.
But personally, to me, that's not a way to build your self-confidence. Self-confidence is not about the outside look. It's about the inner character. It's about what you can offer. So to me, I can't go and do surgery because I want to be accepted or I want to feel this self-esteem. No, accept yourself first. So I won't give a yes to that. It is not. It is not. Don't do it. If you are black like me, accept yourself and just take care of your body and shine. You don't need to bleach it.
Shine.
God knows why He creates you this way. So you don't need to tell God that, this thing you create is not good. I want to go and redo it. You know why you are like this. So either you are tall, you are short, you have big boob, big back or not. Just accept who you are. Yes.
Accept
Who you are. And work on yourself to become better.
Better.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. That's so beautiful, Miss Deborah.
Thank you.
Wow. This has been really insightful. And I said it at the beginning that this is going to be insightful. All right, Miss Deborah, just one final question.
Okay.
If you do not mind.
Yes, go ahead.
And I'd like you all to sit because this question will blow your mind, right? And the response from her. All right. So at what age do you think the girl child needs to start preparing for marriage?
Wow. Marriage is not about age. To me, as Counselor Deborah, marriage is about maturity. Are you mature? Your character, emotionally, financially, physically, is the girl child mature to handle what will come with the marriage? Marriage is a beautiful thing. We all wish to. But at a point, you need to do your self-evaluation. You need to even ask yourself, am I mature enough to accommodate another person? Am I mature enough to take responsibility? Are you even responsible for yourself? So marriage should be a thing of maturity. Maybe after secondary school, we have girl child these days, they are just 14, 15, they are done with secondary. They are going to university. You see some who are just 20, maybe 21, they are done with the university. But sometimes, that is not a criteria to get married. Are you mature? Can you accommodate the next person? Can you take responsibility? Have you even discovered your purpose? That's the question. So if you don't discover your purpose, you won't know who will fit into your life. So discover who you are. Be mature emotionally, financially, in all aspects. Do your own self-evaluation. Am I ready for the journey ahead? Because marriage is not a play kind of. It's a place where you are going to see a lot of responsibility. And if you are not ready, you will run out. So I would say maturity, not just age. Some people will say when you are 18 and above, 20 and above, you can see someone who is 30 and is still behaving like a child. You don't have any control, no self-discipline. They can't even take responsibility. So marriage should be when you are mature enough to be able to take responsibility. Then you can give it a try.
Wow.
Yes.
When you are matured
enough to
discover
take responsibility.
yourself.
Yes.
Discover yourself so you can know who fits in.
Yes, yes. As I am now, if you give me the chance to make a decision of who to marry 15 years ago, I know I will make the wrong choice. But now, I discover my purpose. I know who Deborah Baba is. I know who to say yes to. I know who to say no to. So now I know who fits into my journey and into my purpose. That's it.
Wow. Thank you so much, Counselor Deborah.
Thank you.
Okay, so before we wrap this off, do you have any last word for us?
Oh, yes, I do.
Right.
For parents out there, please wake up and take your duty as a parent so serious. The world is going, a lot is happening. Be present in their life, not just paying their school fee or giving them a beautiful shelter. please be present. Know what is going on in the life of the girl child. I am not saying focus on the girl child alone, even the boy child too.
Yeah.
But please be present in their life and guide them. Build that good value in them. Give them a good upbringing. And to the girl child out there, Counselor Debbie loves you so much. You are valuable. And you are enough. And don't look down on yourself. You are more than you can think. And you are a nation builder. Your journey does not end in the kitchen. You are part of this country, and you are going to make good decisions in this country. So to the girl child, please know who you are, discover your purpose, and get to work and make God proud and your parent proud. Thank you so much.
Wow, 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 wow. Thank you so much for sharing with us, Counselor Deborah.
Thank you
It
for
was
having
an
me.
honor having you here. The insights, the powerful nuggets, everything was just so beautiful.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. God bless you.
Amen. All right. And to you watching, thank you for staying with us up until this time. Now it's your turn. Go to the comment section and tell us what stood out for you in this conversation. Thank you so much again. Do well to follow us, do well to engage all our social media platforms at Lights Global Multifaceted. My name is Fortune Wina. This is Lights Global Studio, and I shall see you again. Bye. Hello and welcome to Light Global Studio. My name is Fortune Wina, and it's good to have you here. Today's conversation is going to be one that is very much needed. But before we get rolling, do not forget to hit the like button. Make sure to comment, make sure to share with someone, and subscribe if you haven't already. All right, so today we shall be talking about a very spectacular topic, the boy child and personal development. The boy child and personal development. I am joined by an amazing person here. He is Mr. H.D. Zilot. Mr. Zilot, it's so good to have you in the studio this afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, so let me just tell you a little about Mr. Zilot. Mr. Zilot is a cinematographer, he is a writer, he is a purpose clarity coach, and often known as the transformational leader. Mr. Zilot, as his name implies, is also very, very, very zealous about personal development. Welcome again, Mr. Zilot, to Light Global Studio.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can you please tell us more about yourself? Just a little bit more that we do not know, because this is so little compared to who you are.
I'm HD Zilot, popularly known as divisional leader.
Yes.
I'm into the media space. I'm based in Kaduna, and I studied geography, majoring on tourism and aviation. Basically, that's that.
Wow, aviation. So that means you can. Wow, aviation. So that means you can, like, pilot a plane. You can be a pilot.
Not yet, but heading towards that.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. So good to have you here once again.
Thank you.
All right. So the topic for today is the boy child and personal development. The boy child and personal development. Before we go into who the boy child is and everything we need to know about personal development, I'd like to ask you a very, very funny question, if you do not mind.
All right.
Okay, so when you were younger, I mean, now we can say you are a man, but when you were like a boy, so what kind of boy child were you? Were you the quiet one, the shy one? You look like the shy one, but I don't know. Or were you the stubborn one? Or were you the troublemaker that was always just getting into trouble? Which of them were you?
All right. Let me start from back. I was never the troublemaker.
Okay.
Okay. In fact, anything that has to do with fight and punches thrown, I avoid it.
Wow.
Absolutely, I was, of course, the quiet one. But that does not mean I was calm. You see, people mistake that for somebody that is quiet and somebody that is calm. And you know, for some of us that are quiet, there is one thing that is peculiar about us. We think. we imagine. So we can be in a room having conversations and I just go mute, and for the next 10-15 minutes I'm quiet. I'm thinking. Maybe I'm thinking about a topic. Maybe I'm planning something I want to do. So of course, as a young boy, we were planning a lot of things, and we executed some.
Wow.
And
Good or bad?
I was both good and bad.
Okay.
Because I used to like playing with fire, so I did a lot of execution around fire. Oh yes, but I was quiet, and I'm still quiet. And a lot of people have mistaken that part of me for somebody that is moody, but it's not me. It's just I like to think things through, and being quiet affords me the opportunity to do that. If you know me very well, I'm somebody who has an earpod consistently in my ear.
True.
And I've baited multiple times with
the
it.
airpod, my God.
So it's if I'm not talking, I want to listen to something, and listening to something affords me the opportunity to think those things through. So
wow,
I was a very quiet person.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. The quiet boy child. That was who you were at the time, and you are still the quiet one.
Yeah.
To the boy child now. So, sir, who do you say, or what can you say about the boy child? Who is the boy child, and why do we need to pay attention to the boy child? Because I think most people think, let's just pay attention to the girl child, but they do not really talk about paying attention to the boy child. So do you think it is necessary for us to also pay attention to the boy child, and who is the boy child?
Okay, first things first. The boy child is a male figure.
Male figure, not a female. All right.
The boy child is a male figure.
Okay.
And let's establish that. There is no explanation around it.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you try to explain something, you end up confusing the whole topic. So a boy child is a male figure.
Okay.
Having said that, I began to think some weeks ago about, I started it as a joke, of course.
Okay.
I was teasing somebody and I said, we have Women's Day, Mother's Day, International Women's Day, Local Women's Day.
They are shaking tables.
a lot of days.
Shaking
and then
tables.
one day in the middle of the year, somewhere around me, we just pick and say this is the boy child, and then we forget the rest. And I wasn't saying that in as a jealous person, but I was saying that to say, we are paying so much attention. Of course, when you are looking at the philanthropies around, it's either a pad a girl, it's either, all those stuffs. And there is no so much attention that is placed on the boy child.
Yeah.
And trust me, you see, if you can settle the boy problem, you will limit the girl problem.
Wow.
Because most of the issues that counselors are facing around young girls and young women, the boys are involved. But when we come to tackle the matter, we are facing the girl, and the same boy that is responsible for the whole situation is roaming around. So if you can get the boy child to be responsible, you will limit the problem that is associated with the girl child. So I'm not saying we should not focus on the girl child, but I'm saying we should put more attention. The same way we are focusing on the girl child, we should focus on the boy child. Okay. We should have father-son picnics. We should have hangouts that are exclusive to boys, where we can bring them together and say, see, young man, you can be responsible. You get my point?
Yeah.
So attention should be on the girl, but if we can place attention on the boys, also get them to be responsible, get them to be thinkers, it will limit some of the problems that are around the girl child.
Pay attention to the girl child. Also pay attention to the boy child. The boy child needs to be more responsible. Wow, that was awesome. All right, so the next question is this. There is this saying that people like to, there's this thing people like to say, that if you're a boy or if you're a man, you're not supposed to cry. You're supposed to man up, you're a strong man. You are crying. Why are you crying? It's ladies that cry, it's women that cry, and all of that. How do you think this thing people say affects the mindset of the boy child as well as their development? Because I think it's actually affecting some of them when they are humans, right? And I don't think it's wrong to cry if they need to. So how do you think these don't cry, man up, you are strong, don't let them see you as this, don't let them see you as that. How do you think it affects the mindset of the boy child and their development?
You see, sometimes I say that we are our problems. We ourselves, we are our problems.
Okay.
You see, we tell the boy child, you be man. Permit me to use preaching, of
No
course.
problem.
You be man. So, why you dey cry?
Why
Why
you
you
cry?
crying? Why? And he just, I be man, I be man. But the whole thing is, that same person you are telling you are a man, why are you crying, is gradually bottling up something. Now I'm going to give you a practical example.
Okay.
There is a movie I'm currently watching. It's called The Rookie, and there is this lawyer who, of course, they had an emergency in the city, and they were all caught up in the courthouse. Both the lawyer, the judge, the criminals, the witnesses, and everybody, and they were locked in a bunker. And then, of course, criminals want to escape because you are seeing that, oh, there's a death row waiting for you. You want to escape, and of course, somehow the criminal grabbed the gun of one of the police officers, and then he shot it, and it got to one of the lawyer, and of course he survived. But episode on episode, you could see he's struggling. He's struggling. He's not functioning at work. He's struggling. He's not talking to his fiancée. He's not talking to his mother. He's not talking to anybody. All day he's just quiet. And he kept bottling it up. Bottling it up. And then all of a sudden, the whole thing just, of course, no matter how you bottle it up, the bottle will fill up.
Yes.
And then you will explode.
It will explode.
And then he explode. But at the end of that episode, what was it? I am sorry. I would have said something. I felt I could handle it. I just discovered that I couldn't handle it. And he was crying. Now, the whole thing is that simple statement, you are a boy child. Stop crying. Why are you crying? We are telling you, you can handle it. Why are you men don't cry? But the honest truth is, everybody can cry. It is biological. It is biological. So you can't tell me you should not cry. No, you should cry because it's a system to let out emotions. Crying is a system to let out emotions. Talking is a system to reduce pressure. So when you don't talk, when you don't cry, you are bottling it up. You are bottling it up. In the north where I come from, there is this simple thing. When you go for a burial ceremony and people are crying and somebody is trying to, don't cry, don't cry. The elder ones will just come and say, allow him cry. Allow him cry. If he doesn't cry now, he will cry later. And he will cry later when there is nobody. And of course, he may begin to suggest to himself that there is nothing about life. Now, do you want that moment where he's alone? That's when he should start crying. He can end up beginning to think about suicide and all that. So sometimes it is important to just let out the emotions. Crying, let me say this now. Crying does not mean weakness. Crying does not mean weakness. I'm going to say this, and it's practical. I have cried this year. Something happened that I needed to cry. And beyond the crying, I have confidential friends that I said, bro, I wept last night. It does not mean weakness. Let me just leave it at that.
Crying does not mean weakness.
Absolutely.
If you cry or you don't cry, does not mean that when you do not cry, you are stronger, or when you cry, you are weak.
Absolutely.
Crying does not mean weakness. Wow. Thank you so much, Sir Zealot.
Thank you.
All right. How much does the home shape the kind of a man a boy becomes?
How much does
a home shape the kind of a man that a boy becomes?
I'm going to give you a very short answer.
All right.
And I'm going to explain.
Okay.
Very much.
Okay.
Very much in the sense that the home is the first school of character.
Charity
The
begins at
home
Yeah.
is the first school of character. What that means in simple terms is what the man becomes at the end of the day. The foundation was laid from the home.
Okay.
Of course, if you talk to therapists, of course, if you talk to therapists
Yeah.
and you want to find out exactly why something is going wrong in the life of a man, they begin to want to dig into your past.
Family.
What family are you from?
Yeah.
How was your father?
Actually.
How was your mother? How was your grandfather? What that is saying is that the foundation of a man's life is laid from the home. So it's the first school of character. I call it that, the first school of character. So before you even admit that child into a formal system of education, the first 3 years of that child has been schooled from the day that child was born. And when we talk about schooling, the child does not have to speak before you know you are schooling the child. As long as the child has eyes and he has ears,
Yes.
he's hearing stuffs, he's seeing things, the child is being schooled.
Wow.
I'm going to give you an example.
Okay.
I love to tell stories, and it's important. Now, I am connected to a family, not just one person. My mentor, his younger brother, his elder brother. I'm connected to that family.
Okay.
And the whole of that family, they have a mindset when it comes to marriage. We don't hit women. It's a mindset. And this family will tell you, when you are tired, go to bed. We will continue tomorrow. That statement means we don't have divorce in our lineage. Now, being connected to that family and other sons and daughters that are connected to that family, we began to think alike. We began to have that ideologies.
Yeah.
So we tell ourselves, bro, we don't hit women in this family. You touch a lady, we will slap you first, then you explain. Now, because of that home, it may not be our biological home, but it's a spiritual home for us and a physical home for us outside our biological home. Now, because of that connection in that home, we are already beginning to think like the biological people in that home. So what I am saying is, anything you call home, you know why the home is the first school of character? The reason is simple. There is no forming around home. Now, let me say this. We can meet together as a group of friends staying in a place, and I can tell you categorically that the first few days, there is going to be a level of pretense. It doesn't matter how spiritual we are. It doesn't matter how. But when we stay a little bit much longer, the excesses of ourselves will begin to come out.
Yes.
Now, that's what happens at the home. You see everybody for who he is and who she is. So if a boy child is brought up in a home where they believe that everybody can be successful, everybody can marry, right? That child will grow up with that ideology. On the other way around, if you have a child in a home where he sees the mother as a boxing bag, he sees the children as puppets, that child will grow up with that ideology. And it's a matter of time. Trust me. It doesn't matter how spiritual you are. It's a matter of time. That expression from your home will come out one day. So the home is the first school of character, and it affects the growth of every boy child very much. Thank you.
Wow. So the home shapes the boy child into becoming whatever kind of man he will become at the end of the day. Wow. Wow. That is really, really insightful. Really, really insightful. Honestly, you see, for that part especially, I think you may need to just scroll back a little, listen and listen and listen again in case you were doubting. Thank you, Mr. Zilot.
Thank you.
All right, so Peer pressure. We want to talk about peer pressure.
Okay.
It's very real. Oh. It's very real.
Absolutely,
So peer
absolutely.
pressure is real. How do you think the boy child can stay grounded when friends and society are pulling him in different direction? So society is saying, be like this. Friends are saying, be like this or do this way, be this, do that, and all of that. How do you think that the boy child can stay grounded amidst all of these pressures?
3 ways.
Okay.
Number 1, a clear vision. Number 2, access to a mentor. Number 3, strong, how do I put this now? Strong level of values. But I'm going to rearrange these 3 things and I'm going to tell you which should come first.
Okay.
Number 1 should be access to a mentor. Access to a mentor.
All right.
I am a very strong advocate of mentorship because I got to be exposed to one very early in my life. And I've seen what mentorship can do in the life of a young boy. Now, I'm not even talking about this generation level of mentorship where you call somebody your mentor, but the person has never seen you. The person has never picked your call. The person has never received your text. The person is not your mentor. Basically, the person is your role model. And there is nothing wrong in that. You can have role models. But when you say mentorship, mentorship is a relationship.
Relationship. Mentorship.
Anything that ends with ship at the end is a relationship.
Yeah, role model does not end with ship.
Fellowship is a relationship. Mentorship is a relationship. Partnership is a relationship. You are having 2 people, different ideologies coming together. So for the boy child to be able to go beyond that level of peer pressure, mentorship is required. And like I told you, I got exposed to mentorship very early, and I'm going to give you a practical example. I am connected to somebody who I have strong access to. Strong access to. Now, what that means is it affords me the opportunity to see his life for who he is. Most of the people, these young people of this generation, including myself, of course, I'm young, but most of the people we call our mentors are not our mentors. Because we don't know what they look like at home. Are you getting me?
Yes, I am.
Now, for me, it is easy for me to begin to put pressure upon myself. Why? Because I have friends who are doing well. I have friends that are higher than me. I have friends that are lower than me. I have people around me who are doing well. And one of them will call you and say, bro, I just buy my car. Funny enough, the other one just called me yesterday and said, my Spain visa don't come out. Now, if you are not grounded, Spain visa, this guy we start together, car, this guy you get. Now, but where mentorship comes into play for me is I have an open access to my mentor. I say, and I call him dad. Dad, this thing is pressing. And then he will tell you, how old are you? I'm this. You know, I was nothing when I was your age, but mentorship is the first level to avoid peer pressure, because you have somebody who can talk to you and tell you it is possible within time. And then secondly, clear vision. Clear vision. If I am heading somewhere and you are heading a different direction, you know clearly that there is no need me pressuring you. Why? Because you have a path, I have my path. The error most young people are making is you are under pressure for somebody who is heading on a different direction. Let me give you a practical example. Let's assume 2 people are driving. This is Abuja. 2 people are driving. One is stopping at Lokoja. The other person is going down to Lagos. Now, the one who is stopping at, the one who is going down to Lagos keeps overtaking, and you want to put yourself under pressure to maintain the same speed with him. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
He's going far, so his speed is commensurate to where he's going to. You are stopping at Lokoja, so if you maintain your pace, you can even get to Lokoja before him. So it's important for you to understand the aspect of a clear vision. If you know where you are headed, it will save you all this pressure of this one is doing better, the other person is doing lesser. Then lastly, I talked about strong values. Strong values. We all have different values. So for a young boy, it's important for you to know your values very early. If you know your values very early, it will save you from what disturbs you and what does not disturb you. So 3 things. Access to a mentor. Not the kind of mentors we are having where somebody is your mentor on Facebook. You've never seen him. You've never been to the person's house. You don't know what the person looks like at home. Some people are following thieves in the name of mentorship. Trust me. Now, access to a mentor. Not the kind of mentors we are having where somebody is your mentor on Facebook. You've never seen him. You've never been to the person's house. You don't know what the person looks like at home. Some people are following thieves in the name of mentorship. Trust me. Now, access to a mentor, clear vision, and lastly, strong values. It will save every young child, it will save every young boy from pressure. Thank you.
Thank you. So make sure to write that down. Access to mentorship, clear vision, as well as strong values. So what are your values? Do you have a mentor? Do you have a clear vision? Or you are just following the vision of another? Please think about these things. Thank you so much, sir. Zealot once again.
Thank you.
All right, so we want to talk about social media. So social media is everywhere. And they say there is nothing that has an advantage that does not have a disadvantage. That is what they say. So in what ways do you think social media is helping or harming the personal development of the boy child?
You know what? I would like to paraphrase your question before I answer it.
All right.
It's like you are saying, in what ways do eating and drinking benefit or harm the human body?
Okay. Eating and drinking. Wow. Okay.
What I'm saying is, you cannot do without eating and drinking.
Yeah.
But of course, we know that there are certain things you can eat that will harm you.
Yeah.
There are certain things that you can eat that will benefit you.
True.
It is the same thing with your question. There are certain things you consume on social media that harms you. There are certain things that you consume on social media that benefit you.
Yeah.
There was a time I used to post on Facebook that all my social media platforms are libraries. Are libraries. What am I trying to say? I am trying to say if I scroll the news feed of my Instagram or the news feed of my Facebook, I am seeing content that aids my development. It is not the same for every young child.
Yeah.
It is not the same. So, social media is not entirely wrong. It's not bad. It's a system that should help you grow. But you can decide whether you will use it for growth or you will use it for your destruction. It's like a gun. A gun is not bad. A gun is not good. It is what we call amoral.
Okay.
It is not immoral. It is not moral. It is amoral. What am I saying? It is the hand of the person that handles that determine. If you see a gun in the hand of a soldier, you don't fret. But if you see a gun in the hand of a kidnapper, you fret. It is the person, not the gun. It is the same thing with the social media. It is the boy child, not the social media. We cannot say stop using social media. We cannot say stop doing Facebook. But it is the boy child. Who are you following online? What are you consuming? I was teaching somewhere 2 days ago, and I told them, and I said, you see, you can determine what flows into you. Are you getting me?
Yes, I am.
You can determine what flows into you. And I was trying to tell them, and I said, you should have YouTube subscription. I'm not even trying to push YouTube there, but I am saying that there is nothing you are looking for that you will not get on YouTube. So you can decide to say, okay, I will use YouTube to watch comedies, or I will use YouTube to watch book reviews, book summaries, watch podcasts, watch conversations that pertains to my personal development. And because we are talking about boy child, means it's a teenager.
Yeah.
So that's the part where the parents come into play. You cannot tell your child that, oh, you are a boy, you are a child, we won't give you social media. No, but you can give the child the social media, but control what the child feed on. That's why it's called news feed. It is feeding you. And of course, what is news? North, east, south, and west. That's what news is. So whether you like it or not, it's feeding you everything, but you will determine what it feeds you. That's how it works. So it's not bad, it's not good, but the person, the individual has to decide if it's going to be beneficial or not. Back to the example of the food. Food is not bad, but you will determine if what you are eating is going to be poisonous or it's going to be nutritious. That's how it works.
Wow. Wow. You know, the way you were able to paraphrase it by using eating and drinking made it even more understandable. And of course, I just learned like two things, and I will tell you.
Okay.
You know, you said social media is amoral. So it is not moral, it is not immoral. You cannot say that in its entirety it is good. And you cannot say in its entirety it is bad. It depends on how you use it. You also said something, news. I'm just realizing, honestly. So news is actually north, east, west, and south.
Yes,
My God.
that's news.
Okay, so it means that we need to use social media in a way that will benefit us. Only then can social media help us and not harm us.
Absolutely.
Wow, wow, wow. I'm enjoying this. Honestly, I am enjoying this. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. All right, so let's proceed. These days, we hear a lot about empowering the girl child to find her voice. So how then do we make sure the boy child also grows into a balanced and a responsible man? You know, the other time you were talking about a boy child being responsible, you understand? And it's not just, some people want to do something, but you don't know how to do it. So how do you encourage, or how do you think the boy child can grow into a balanced and a responsible man?
At this point, it is not even about the boy child yet. It's about the people who have access to the boy child. Parents at home, teachers in school, coaches at the football club, and all those people who have superior oversight over these children, over these boys. Now, these people have to know that it is their job to shape this person, making this person into a mold such that anything that passes through that person will come out on the other side without deformity. And I'm going to give you an example. I had a national diploma 8 years ago in building technology. And in building technology, when we talk about block formation, every block will take the shape of the mold. If by mistake the mold is cracked, every block that passes through that mold from that moment is going to be cracked. That's how it works. So it's important for the people who have oversight over these young people to pay attention, see it as their job to mold this person. They should not see this person as a boy. They should see him as a father who will one day have a wife and children. Now, if the people who currently have oversight over these young people can see it that way, they will tell themselves, I am not just shaping a boy, I am shaping the minister of a ministry who will have the capacity to oversee a whole ministry. I am shaping a father who will have the capacity to oversee a family. I am shaping a pastor who will have the capacity to oversee a church. If you see it that way, you are going to pay more attention to these people, to these young boys, because they are not just boys, they are molds that will shape the form of other people who will come through them. So as we are paying, I'm going to say this, and I said it earlier, as we are paying attention to the girl child, we should pay attention to the boy child. When we were in school, every small thing, and I'm not saying this to, look down on my school, but every small thing in my school when we were on campus, the only thing you hear is girls hangout, girls clique, girls club, daughter of Zion, Deborah's. You are not hearing, you are hearing Esther's, you are not hearing Gideon, you are not, you understand? So as we are paying attention to the girls, let's have company of Gideons, let's have the Daniel generation. You understand? Let's have stuffs like that. Let's talk, let boys come together, rub minds together, and the world will be a better place, trust me.
Wow. So it's beyond, the boy child, trying to see how he will be responsible. Absolutely. If you are connected to the boy child, when you deal with them, when you relate with them, be futuristic about whatever it is that you do. Exactly. Know that the boy child that you are grooming now will become a minister, will become a pastor, a father, and will have to groom other people. So if you are able to groom that boy child well now, he will become a very, very good person at the end of the day. Wow, I'm learning. I hope you're jotting down because it's in my head like this. If you don't know, it's in my head. All right, thank you, Mr. Zilot. I really wish I thought, or I wish we would not end the session, but I just have one more question for you. Just one more. Okay. Just one more as we wrap up. All right. So finally, if you had just one thing to tell parents or mentors, what's the single best investment they can make in a boy's personal development? So if you were to tell a parent, if you were to tell a mentor that this is the best, best thing they can do as regarding this child's development, what is it that you will say to them?
It's quality time. Quality time. I was reading Steve Farrar. If you're an ardent student of, if you're a studious person, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
You would know Steve Farrar when it has to do with family, especially the husband. I was reading Steve Farrar in one of his books called The Point Man. And he was addressing the father in the family. And Steve Farrar said something. And I think it's important for every parent to know that. And I'm also talking to myself as a potential parent. Steve Farrar said that in the family, the mother and the father should pay attention to the boy child very much. But the person that should pay much more attention is the father. Now, what in essence he's saying is there is a need to pay attention. Sometimes I've said this before and I'll say it again. We pay attention to the girls and think that the boys are fine because we feel the boys are strong. But sometimes we are wrong. Forgive me. Yes. We are wrong. Because if we've paid attention to the boy and the boy can take responsibility for himself and the people around him, trust me, a lot more trouble will be lifted from the life of the girls. So parents should pay attention to a boy child. Mentors should pay attention to the boy child. And that's why I am completely against social media mentorship. Trust me. If I've not met you before, I've not seen you in real life, I can't call you my mentor. I can call you my role model, but I can't call you my mentor. Why? Because mentorship is a relationship. I should be able to have time and talk with you. Sometimes the meeting physical may not happen almost immediately, but is there some form of communication? There are people who have mentors who they've not seen. They only feast on their books, feast on their videos, but time to time, the mentor gives them audience to talk to them. That's good. You need somebody you can talk to and say, sir, I'm feeling pressured. You need somebody you can talk to and say, sir, I've not been able to figure out this aspect of my life. And the person will give you time.
Yeah.
Trust me. Everybody needs time. Everybody needs attention, not just the girls. Parents should begin to pay attention to the boys. Teach them how to treat a woman. Sorry, I'm going to say this as I wrap up. I know time is fast spent, but I've seen a situation where a mother, a 6-year-old boy, and his 3-year-old sister, and the mother picked the sister, gave it to the brother, and said, she's your sister. It's your responsibility to protect her until she gets married. Now, that's how to teach a boy.
Wow.
That's how to show a boy that a girl under him is his responsibility.
Wow.
So, parents should pay quality time, pay much more time on the boys, because boys are critical thinkers. And if you can tell a boy the reason why something is needful, and the boy sees it, the boy responds to it, and the boy begins to pattern his life towards that direction. Trust me, if parents and mentors can begin to pay quality attention, quality time on the boy child, a lot will be saved. Trust me.
Wow.
Thank you.
Quality time.
Yeah.
Quality time. Not just quality time for the girl child, but also the boy child. Wow, it's an honor to have had you in the studio today, Mr. H.D. Zilot. Honestly, this was superb. This was inspiring. It was transformative. Of course, you are a transformational leader, and I believe that everyone who has viewed this today would also get one or two things from it which they will run with. So thank you again for being here. We are really, really honored, sir. Thank you. And to you who is watching, thank you for staying with us up until this time. Make sure to tell us in the comment section if you were to give an advice to your 10-year-old self as a boy child. What advice would that be? At least based on what you have learned here today. And Mr. Zilla, just before you go, any last words for us? Just, any last words?
If we're saying last words, I'm just going to be making an emphasis on something I've said.
Okay.
But let's pay more attention. Let's stop assuming that the boys are strong and they can take it. They can handle it. A boy is crying and a mother comes to say, why are you crying? Don't you know you're a man? No. He's crying because he's human. Not a man.
Yeah.
He's human. It is wired in every man to cry. Just like it is wired in every man to be hungry. So why should we make you feel bad for crying and not make you feel bad when you are hungry?
Oh my God.
It's biological.
Yeah.
Actually, if you can't cry, then there's a biological problem. Trust me, if you can't cry, it's like we are saying if you don't feel hungry, you have a biological problem. It's the same thing.
Wow.
So those are my last words.
Okay, so we should pay more attention to the boy child, not just the girl child. All right, everyone. Thank you again for staying with us. Do not forget to follow and engage on all our social media platforms at Light Global Multifaceted. My name is Fortune Wina, and I shall see you again. Bye-bye.